What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be giving you my top 8 products for anyone that is looking to get into audio production and recording. So several years ago when I was looking to get into audio production and recording, mostly to bring just really good sounding demos into the studio to record, I didn't necessarily have a ton of help on where to get started and what to buy to even get started. So I wanted to bring you my list of products that I found extremely helpful getting me through my beginning phases, and actually I'm still using a lot of those products even to this day. And now with the industry being so saturated with so many different products, so many different types of microphones and audio interfaces, you name it, it can be a little daunting for anyone that's wanting just to get started, just to learn this career. And before we begin, I do want to state that this video is aimed more towards anyone that's on a budget and looking to get the best bang out of their buck for their product. Also anyone that is just a plain old beginner and really just getting started into the world of audio production. So let's get into it. Alright, we are starting out at number 1 with a computer. I'm sure in your wildest dreams you would have never guessed you would ever need a computer for this. Well, you will. So anyone that has a MacBook Pro or anything Apple related, you're already ahead of the curve on this. Apple just tends to process the sound a little bit better and it holds up a little bit better than PC does. But if you have PC, don't fret, because I would say anything above a Core i5 processor will be just fine, especially if you're not looking to get too nitty-gritty into it, but wanting to have fun and actually work your way up to Apple. I myself am a PC guy. You can actually see my computer right over here, and I went ahead and built my own dream PC. I have a bunch of techie friends, which is great because I am not a computer guy at all. If you open up a computer, I will not know whatever I'm looking at. So I brought them over and they were able to put the pieces all together for me. So if you're not computer oriented and you have techie friends, cherish and hold on to them. Coming into number 2, a digital audio workstation, or you might have heard other people call it as a DAW or DAW for short. So a DAW, other than your computer, is the brains of the operation. That is the recording software that you are going to be using to record all of your audio onto. It's also going to have all of your plugins on it, and any DAW that you choose will come preloaded with its own stock plugins, which is awesome because then you don't have to go out and buy plugins right away. As far as choosing the right DAW, I would say it comes down to workflow and just how it feels to you. The DAW that I absolutely love and still use to this day is Ableton Live. I've had a lot of really great luck with Ableton. It's awesome for MIDI instruments, and it also works great for anything analog or just any other instruments that you're wanting to bring into it. And you can actually get Ableton Live, the intro version, for $99 right now at Sweetwater. Number 3 is going to be your audio interface. You might be thinking to yourself, how am I going to plug this cable in and this cable into my computer? Well, I got the answer for you. That is going to be your audio interface. It's going to connect to your computer via USB, and it's going to have inputs on the front of it for you to plug these guys into, and that's going to allow your instruments to talk to the DAW. As far as audio interfaces go, I recommend the Focusrite Scarlet 2i2. It's going to have 2 inputs on the front and 2 outputs on the back. It also has phantom power, so if you're running any kind of condenser microphones that need extra power, it's got it for you, and it sounds absolutely amazing. And you can actually get the 2i2 on Sweetwater right now for $169. Number 4 is going to be a MIDI drum kit, and more specifically just about anything from the guys over at Getgood Drums. I know there are other great MIDI drum kits out there like Easy Drummer or Drumforge, but for me, I started out with Getgood Drums, and really just about anything that those guys put out will be just fine for you. There are several different drum kits for you to look into, and actually my last video I looked at the One Kit Wonder Architects kit, which I will put right up here if you are interested in checking that out. But yeah, a MIDI drum kit will be awesome for you, especially for anyone that can't play drums, or even someone that plays drums and is looking just to jot down some beats and see how it is going to sound. On a side note, I do have to let you know that any of the Getgood drum kits are associated with Contact. So before you get them, make sure you go to Native Instruments and download the most recent Contact plugin. Number 5 is going to be an amplifier simulator. So an amp simulator is an electronic amplifier that's modeled after an actual tube amplifier for your guitar. And the amp simulators that I recommend for you are just about anything from Neural DSP. I absolutely love all the Neural DSP stuff. I've had a lot of fun getting a lot of different sounds out of it. And actually I've done a couple of videos on some of the Neural DSP stuff, and I'll put one of the videos right up here for you to watch if you would like. It's on the Fortin Natos amplifier. The great thing about Neural DSP is the flexibility on sound. You can actually choose what microphone you want on the speaker cabinet, and you can move the microphone around the speaker cabinet to get a lot of different sounds. And each amplifier is going to come with a bunch of different effects for it. You can even mess with the front panel on the amplifier and get your own signature sound. Another really good amp simulator that I found is anything from ToneForge by Joey Sturges. Though I will say, anything from Neural DSP, it does have a 1-up on ToneForge because of the flexibility of sound that they have. And any of these amps are going to run you just about $100, maybe just a little bit over. Number 6 is going to be a decent condenser microphone. If you're wanting to record vocals or acoustic guitar or any kind of noise, I would recommend a good condenser microphone. The one I recommend today is the AT2020 from Audio Technica. That's a great all-around condenser microphone, especially for only being about $99 on Sweetwater right now. So if you're wanting to do any of those things, I would say a condenser microphone would be perfect for you, though do keep in mind that it is a condenser microphone, so it will need some added phantom power, which if you went with the Focusrite 2i2, it comes fully loaded on that audio interface, so that shouldn't be an issue at all. Right here at number 7 is a good pair of monitoring headphones. Let's say you're in an apartment and you have some roommates that you don't want to bother while you're mixing and switching levels and really doing your thing. I recommend just a good pair of monitoring headphones, and closed back specifically. The ones that I recommend are the Audio Technica ATH M30X. They're a cheaper pair of monitoring headphones, but they are absolutely amazing. They have a great range of sound. I've been using them for years, and it just gets me to where I need to be while monitoring, while tracking, while doing just about whatever I need to do. And you can actually get these headphones on Sweetwater for about $69, which is not bad at all. That is an amazing price to get them for. Last at number 8 is going to be a decent pair of studio monitors. So studio monitors, these guys back here, are the foundation of every mix that you put out. Everything that you hear from these guys is gonna make you decide what to do EQ wise, what to do compression wise, what levels to bring up, what levels to bring down, and that's gonna give you the answer for everything. So those are the foundation of your mix. And for studio monitors, I recommend the Kali Audio LP16s. And actually, that is these two guys right here. I still have my LP16s. I love them. They are super clear, and they actually have a built-in subwoofer in them, so you don't have to worry about bringing in a external subwoofer. They already have plenty of low end. They are super powerful, so if your mix sounds really beefy and a little rumbly, it's actually probably okay for the car. It probably sounds amazing in the car. And both of these monitors actually run about $150 a piece, which in the whole realm of monitors is not bad at all. Together they're about $300, which ends up being about the priciest item on this list, but in the realm of monitors, like I said, it's not bad at all. I have one last bonus item for you guys today, and that's going to be a DI box. So a DI box is a direct-in box. Let's say you plug in your guitar into your audio interface and you just don't have a very clean signal. The DI box cleans up your signal and gives you the best possible audio that you can get. And that is my top 8 list of things to get you started on audio production and recording. I really hope this was helpful for a lot of you guys and hope to hear some of your mixes out there. And please, if you don't mind smashing that like button, that would be a huge help to me. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notifier so that you never miss a video of mine ever again. As always, my name is Chris with High Impact Audio, and I will see you next time.